LEGO is a droid problem. LEGO has made 1,475 unique minifigures throughout 1999 and 2025. Now, in that initial release year of 1999, we were introduced to the Battle Droid, an iconic and beloved figure. However, it has remained unchanged since its initial release in 1999, over 25 years ago. Now, with every other LEGO minifigure evolving over time, is it finally time for us to see some changes to the beloved Battle Droid, or is it fine the way it is? Like I said earlier, we were initially introduced to the Battle Droid back in 1999 with the Naboo Swamp and the Naboo Fighter set. In the following years, we got many sets for the Battle Droids based on Episode 2 Attack of the Clones. This is where we got our first variants of the Battle Droid with the Pilot, the Security Droid, and the Commander Droid, and we even got the Geonosian Droid in that nice sand red colorway. We got our first version of the Super Battle Droid in 2002 in Pearl Sand Blue, which goes for about $80 today because it was exclusive to the 2002 gunship. The reason for this exclusivity was the fragile design of the Super, making it very easy to break and very hard to put together. Because of this, it wasn't until 2009 until it reappeared with an updated look, but it still had its fragile tendencies, though improved on the color and a little bit more sturdy from its 2002 version. Next came 2008. The time that many would consider the golden age for LEGO Star Wars. Now, in 2008, we got our first sets for Star Wars The Clone Wars, introducing us to many characters such as Grievous, Ventress, and Dooku, as well as many more sets including droids. We also got some new variants of the droids in the rocket droids, the buzz droids, and updated versions of these past variants. In 2009, we got the Assassin Droid Battle Pack, with mixed reviews from fans, nonetheless still being beloved and also a very iconic set from the Clone Wars time. It's the only time that we ever saw the Assassin Droids make an appearance outside of an Advent calendar and some recent appearances in non-Clone Wars related media, but nonetheless a pretty cool variation of droids, and I'm kind of sad that we only ever saw them this one time. In 2011, we got one of the coolest and most unique droids ever in the Tactical Droid. Such a great design with really good details, but it's exclusive to the Mace Windu Starfighter. To this day, we have not seen a remake, which is a shame because of how cool it is. It's such a great minifigure, but it is also super expensive given that exclusivity, so it makes it very hard to acquire by fans. In 2012, we got the Elite Clone Troopers and Commando Droids Battle Pack, one of the greatest battle packs of all times, but this battle pack also introduced us to the Commando Droids. I think that these droids are very underrated. They have a great design, and outside of this battle pack, they only ever appeared in the AT-RT Walker. Definitely a shame given how great these guys are, and I would love to see them reintroduced to LEGO at some point in the future. From 2012 to 2019, the droids went unchanged. In 2019, we got the Kashyyyk droids, now also known as the AAT driver droids. Unfortunately, LEGO did a bit of a 2-in-1 here instead of getting two separate variants, but I do think this is a very nice and underrated droid design. I love the green markings, and it appeared in 3 sets. Then we entered a droid drought, rarely getting any separatist themed sets and getting any droids at all, maybe getting 1 or 2 thrown in a set here or there. 2024 is where this all turned around, when we got the Trade Federation Troop Carrier as the May 4th promo. Now, this coincided with the anniversary of Episode 1, so it was definitely brought in. However, a lot of fans were a bit upset that this was not a set that was available for purchase, given how much of a droid drought we were in, and only being able to be limited to about 1 per customer, not like an actual limitation on that. You could technically get as many as you wanted, but it was behind that $160 paywall, versus if people were able to just straight up buy this, it would have sufficed the fans a bit better. However, also in 2024, we got the Clone Trooper and Droid Battle Pack. Now, this set also came with 3 Super Battle Droids and 2 normal Battle Droids. This version of the Super Battle Droid finally being new and improved to the point where it was not going to break when you tried to put it together. LEGO finally fixed their issue with how fragile they used to be, and this was definitely a very good change. Now, after that short history lesson, I'm ready to raise my concerns. If you paid any attention in the past 4 minutes of this video, then it comes to no surprise when I say that droids have gone through virtually no changes since 1999, over 25 years. Compare this to another minifigure like Boba Fett, who has over the years slowly evolved into what it is today alongside the LEGO brand. Well, the B1 was left behind in the past. Now, this wouldn't have been an issue a few years ago, but with each passing year, it becomes more and more apparent how out of date this battle droid is. With locked joints, there's just not any movability, it's stuck in a static position, making it hard for them to blend in with the other LEGO minifigures that are out today. Especially as a mock builder, this is where the biggest issue kind of comes from me. There's little to no posability in these droids at all, making them look very out of place in mocks, and that's actually where the idea for this video came from. Is I was doing some research into different droids to use because I didn't like how the normal droids looked in my mock, and that's when I came across CAC's custom droids. However, them being custom droids and being kind of absurdly priced, which is, rightfully so that it is a custom droid, but raises the question, is this something that LEGO should do? Is this a change that LEGO should make to their battle droids, or should they keep them in the same way that they are right now? Now, I don't think that LEGO would make this drastic of a change to their droids. Now, I'm sure that it would be a welcome one. However, I'm just still yet to be certain that this is something that LEGO would do. It would just be challenging for them to make all of the new molds. Maybe not challenging, it's just something that they wouldn't do. Not to call LEGO lazy, but I guess I am calling LEGO lazy. I don't think that they would make such a big change when what they already have is working just fine. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I guess it has been getting the job done for the past 25 years. So who am I to say that LEGO needs to make a change? But I am yet to get to my biggest point of this video, where I think LEGO does need to make a change to their droids. And for my biggest issue with droids is that we don't get enough of them. We don't get any, near to none actually, of separatist themed sets when it comes to LEGO Star Wars, especially in the past. Now, during the Clone Wars era, we did get tons of different separatist sets, and there were some really, really good ones. Now, some of my favorites being the Malevolence, the Battle for Geonosis, and also the Separatist Shuttle is a highly underrated one. However, nowadays, we're lucky if LEGO even just throws in one measly battle droid into a set. Now, not to mention all of the other cool characters like Dooku, Ventress, Watts Hambor, New Gunray, and Poggle the Lesser that I would love to see in sets. Some of those we've gotten before and need a remake, and some, even like Watts Hambor, we've somehow not gotten yet after all of this time. I think Watts Hambor is such a cool character, and he deserves to get a LEGO adaptation, and I would just love to see all of these come to fruition. However, it will never ever happen if LEGO just doesn't make separatist sets, and I think that's their biggest flaw when it comes to the LEGO droids, is that they don't make enough separatist themed sets. Now, my last argument is that we get so many Clone Wars sets based on the Clone Troopers, which I'm not complaining about. If you know me, you know that I love the clones. They are some of my favorite characters in all of Star Wars, and I do buy most of, if not all, of the clone-related sets that come out. However, what is a big clone army without the Separatists for it to oppose? You can't really have fun playing with your sets when you only have the Clone Wars sets for the clones and none of the droids for them to oppose. Now, back in 2008, we got all of the great sets where we could put them against each other. You had your droid sets versus your clone sets, and you could create all of these epic battles. However, right now, we're only getting, one or two droids just thrown in the side of all of these bigger clone sets, and it just doesn't suffice. Now, luckily, there seems to be some light at the end of the tunnel. There's a rumor for an MTT to come out in the summer of 2025. Now, this doesn't necessarily solve all of the problems that we talked about in this video. However, it's definitely a step in the right direction, and I hope to see more of these separatist sets come out from LEGO in the future, because there's not a lack of ideas. There's so many super cool ideas for them to make regarding the vehicles and the characters like we talked about earlier that I would love to see, and I'm sure you would love to see as well. So let me know down below in the comments what kind of separatist sets you'd like to see come out of LEGO and what changes to the droids you'd like them to make. However, that is going to do it for this video. Those are all of the points that I had. Let me know what you guys thought about this, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, and if you want to see more, make sure to subscribe to see some more videos. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe. Drew signing out.